I can't have bed bugs with her, who is bedridden, so I had to immediately get her out of there. I am Anthony Weaver, father of the two children beside me here, and we are currently staying in a studio apartment due to the fact that the two-bedroom apartment that we are still currently living in has bed bugs, but due to my daughter's medical condition, we've had to get her out of there.
I'm Jamie Meese. This is my studio apartment that Tony was talking about. I am a family friend. I've known them since Phoenix was 3 and Gavin was 5. I used to babysit them. They're over here right now trying to help us get some stuff figured out with our apartment situation.
We went to the apartment complex office to let them know that we were having an infestation. And to which they were basically telling us that that they could send an exterminator in, and that but the entire cost of the examination of the place and then the extermination as well would also be, we would have to absorb that.
When you when you first told them about the bed bug issue, did they know that like you would have to move your daughter?
Yeah, I informed them of that. I told them that, and once again, it was sorry.
And the lady literally covered her ears like she wasn't hearing what we were saying. Like, I don't want to hear this.
When you told them about the bed bugs and the fact that your kid can't be in that, did they offer to relocate you?
No. I haven't.
When I told them about the bed bugs, no, there was no offer to be relocated. I mean, in fact, like I said, it ate into the rent money. So I had to do what I had to do, and before I knew it, we were getting an eviction notice, not for that apartment, but actually for here in Jamie's studio apartment, stating that they were aware of the fact that there were unauthorized tenants here. But then shortly thereafter that, because I was late on my rent at that particular apartment, they sent me an eviction notice telling me, well, we've got to vacate that premises as well. But with her studio apartment, that was the only option we had, so we brought her over here. We squeezed us all in here as best we can.
When we first moved into these apartments, Phoenix was only 17. She wasn't 18 yet. She wasn't old enough to sign a lease. And something said like, hey, well, maybe she needs to be on the lease as well. There was none of that. So now they're trying to say that she's a Lido. Well, if they're going to come back at you like this, and they need to be on top of it and being like, hey, if anyone has turned 18 since a year before you sign the lease, have them sign the lease then, like they need to at least write that down or put it in some sort of their renewal paper. And
Phoenix, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If you had the ability to tell the landlord, like give them a message, what would you want to tell them?
I don't really know for sure, but maybe that's probably just unfair for families like us. Because we all know how difficult things are being right now, and the way they're doing this.
It's definitely made it harder to get dinner figured out. 'Cause most of the time we'd be trying to make sure we're getting our rent taken care of or whatever else is needed. Either.
Do you think your landlord should be able to keep getting away with it?
No, I don't think it's right because they keep charging more for less, and they're not keeping up on any of the things that they say they have.
And in addition to raising the rent, I don't know what you're raising it for, because I mean, like I said, in the 2 years we've been here, we've got less amenities than we did when we moved in. So why are you charging more? I just don't understand that. And not only that, and if I didn't sign a year's lease, it'd be even more money. I don't understand where the price should stop.
I really wish that you could open your eyes and see what you're doing to your tenants. Just because we're not the only person that's being affected by this, and you're really putting a lot of families in a hard time right now. And the fact that you're wanting to raise the rent for what? Just to better your own pocket? And maybe try to better yourself on what you're doing.